Hello, Game Boys and Game Girls. I'm the Game Boy Guru, and welcome to another live stream. And still on the RayCrisis grind. I guess I'll just be on this grind for a little bit. We'll see if I can do anything tonight. Oh, let's see. What? I was trying to figure out which map. Is there one that has emotion? There we go. Emotion part 1, 16. Okay, that might be viable. There, I think I got them all. I think. Master Who, how's it going? Thank you. Yeah, that was necessary because you kind of backed me into a corner. Excuse me. All right, well, that was a little less than ideal, but oh, like a puppy-nados, how's it going? I am doing well, thank you. Still, recovering from my bike ride, but whoops, doing okay. Yeah, I've been trying to get out on a bike ride here more regularly. And so I've been out the last couple of nights. I won't get to go tomorrow night because I've got a work meeting. So my stream will be later tomorrow. At least I won't be able to go tomorrow evening. Maybe if I... I may be able to go if I can drag my carcass out of bed earlier and actually get up in the morning first thing. Woo! That always feels so dicey. But that went okay. Dang it. Oh, and it was so close to the end of that too. Man, that's annoying. Running and lifting. Lifting especially is good. I need to start lifting. I just don't have much in the way of weights. And I need to clear off my weight bench. Because right now it's just full of junk. Ah! I got boxed in. Come on now. Not cool. Wow, this level is nasty on high rank. Man, I did not want to have to use that. That's going to hamper my boss fight. Unless I can recharge that quickly. Just go to the YMCA. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I get it. But I was just take some music with me. You know, have my phone so I can listen to some tunes, and it kind of keeps me company. All right, I do not have the man, that always makes me nervous. Oh. Excuse me. Newer on. I've just needed to start getting back into it for a while. Kind of been neglecting doing the exercise that I've needed to do. Yeah. Yep, I'm kind of in a similar boat. $130. Wow, that's small. Yes. Okay. I think I have a decent strat for that now. Just kind of move off to the right, and then I can see and hopefully avoid the laser spreads. Oh, really? Just a little bit too far over to the side. Road. Okay, we're not taking 2 deaths on the first boss. That is just not acceptable. You know what? Just for grins. I want to see what the experience will be like with the... Let's try that again, without running into something. Yeah, I mean, the other games are different. They're a lot more static. This game changes it up because of the the different stage layouts, whereas the other games all have a set stage order and excuse me, all of that. So there's a little bit of a difference. I have not. Well, I haven't 1cc'd any of the Ray games. I played this game, actually, the original PlayStation release of it, back in 2014 for a shmup competition on a forum. Actually, the forum that we started this podcast on, and and because of the game's difficulty and all of that, and because you could still kind of see the ending of the game within a certain amount of credits, we, the contest did a hard limit of, what was it, 6 credits, I think? So you could use 6 credits playing the game. And, and so that's what we did, was we just played the game with that number of credits, and that became the limit, and I credit fed that much. That was probably not the best strategy there. And so anyway, I ended up getting the highest score on that game. Actually, I won that competition because out of the 8 games that were in the competition, I owned 6. So I played 6 of the 8. And I got high scores in 5 of the 6 games I played. So I ended up with the overall highest aggregate score among all of the competitors. Which was kind of cool. You know, it was gratifying at the time. Especially since I hadn't really played shmups seriously much before that. You know, I'd always been a fan of the genre, always kind of collected and played the games, but never really got too extracurricular about the about the games. And so up to that point, I had only 1cc'd maybe 3 games, you know, NES game and a couple of other things. Woo! Okay, that's harder with without the homing missiles of the WRO3. Man, that is so dense. And again, without the homing missiles, those extra shots are a little bit harder to deal with. Oh yeah, there you go. Platinum it. Sure. Dude, that is so tight. Duh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to 1cc this either. Huh. Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I've only reached Conhuman, the sub-final boss, once. I haven't even reached Dishuman, the actual final boss. Kind of have to do that in order to truly beat the game. Yo, Zerolux, how's it going? Whoa. Man, this game is kicking my tail. I have not found a map yet that is agreeable. Kind of let myself get in trouble there. All right, thank you for chilling and lurking. Appreciate that. Oh, you did see Masters of the Universe. Cool. Man, a little bit of either RNG or rank there. Ramping up the difficulty on that spot. Oh! Skeletor? Oh, really? Interesting. A lot of people have said Jared Leto has kind of ruined the last several movies he was in, but it's good to hear that he's, like, you know, decent in this at least. Or good. Man. Reset Purgatory. The lightning laser is powerful, and so is the forward laser. It just doesn't have range. If it had range, this ship would be almost ideal. Doesn't look or sound like him. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, if he was a terrible actor or something, I would get it, but I don't know that you can say he is. I don't know. I've seen a few things he was in that were fine. APM. Boy, that took a long time. Yeah, I didn't see Tron Ares. I was looking forward to it, but I don't know. I can't. I don't know. Something about it just seems like it's, I don't know, kind of off. And I enjoyed Tron Legacy, even though it's, you know, a different take on the idea. I'm such a big fan of the original, though, that it's kind of hard to separate my nostalgia. Oh, that's a frustrating death. Come on now. Tron cartoon. Oh, that's right. They did a bit of a Tron cartoon, didn't they? I nearly forgot about that because it was pretty short-lived. suck. Man, I feel like this is a viable option. I just need this to be tighter. Missed a couple. Huh. I'll probably watch it on Disney Plus at some point, since I have a free subscription. Oh, I missed the... Guilty Squad. I don't know if I've heard of that one. Mall Shadow Lord, Darth Strip Mall. Ha! Yeah, I'm kind of behind on that stuff. Yes. Okay, that was solid enough. Woo! Oh, I doubled back. There was no reason for me to double back. Biscuits. There was no reason for me to double back. And I died there again. Jeez. That's frustrating. I'll just continue to torture myself, I guess. There we go. You're really liking Night Striker gear, huh? Yo, that was close. Or at least it felt like it was close. Yes, I'm excited. Very excited. It's going to be a fun event. Lots of cool stuff going on. The schedule is a little less insane this year than it was last year, which is good. Hopefully, Mark has learned his lesson and is not trying to pack quite as much insanity in. The streams are going to be ending slightly earlier, which is good because it means that there's, you know, actually going to be a little bit of buffer there in case there are technical difficulties or whatever else. which happens. I mean, there were plenty last year, so it's good if, you know, that stuff can be worked out. Oh, didn't quite get them all. We'll just play it safe there, and I'm excited for the trip too. I mean, the trip should be fun just in and of itself. Man, that's dicey. Once again, I second-guessed myself. Shouldn't have done that. Dang it! Why does this boss have to be so tanky? Why do you have to be so tanky? Bleh. Yeah, road trips can be fun. This one's not going to be bad because it's only 6 hours to the area, and I'm leaving early enough in the day that you know, I can go and do a little bit of fun stuff on Friday before getting to the Airbnb to meet up with the rest of the crew. And I imagine if enough of us get there early, we'll find a spot for dinner then that evening. But I'm hoping to leave pretty early in the morning so I can make good time and not have to feel like I'm rushing myself too much. Well, the trip, 6 hours isn't bad though. The trip that I made to Shmup Slam 6, my first time going there physically, that was 16 hours in the car. I'm not doing that again. That was a stupid idea. That was definitely a bad time. So if Mark ever decides to hold it back at in the location where that one was, I will find a flight. Because I'm not doing that again. Man, that cuts it close. $12. Santa Clarita, California to tour a college. That's a long trip. Trying to remember how many hours it was in the car when I was a kid to get out to my uncle's place. It was definitely not a short trip. Don't remember how. I cannot believe I just got skunked by that frickin' laser. Wow. Talk about random.
on
3-hour drive to the beach. Nice. I don't know how I avoided that. Man, I just cannot get out of this boss fight without a death or two. I don't understand why it is so tanky. It just it tanks so much damage. It's ridiculous. I almost feel like I need to like go into that fight and almost immediately use a special just to start doing damage immediately. To shorten the fight. But I don't know how successful that's going to be. I guess I'll just try it and see if it helps. It doesn't seem like it's going to, but that boss just requires it's such a damage sponge. I mean, they all are, but geez, it's kind of unreasonable. Okay. Well, at least on that boss, starting with a special helps to helps to get a good damage amount. Missed him. Well, that's new. Is that a rank thing, I wonder? Man, that's just so dicey. You know what? Just eat lead, buddy. Moron of a boss. I'm not going to have another special here. Unbelievable. I just can't fathom how this boss is so difficult to take down. I used 2 bombs and it still went to that final phase. I couldn't destroy it before getting to that final phase. Maybe you can't. Maybe you have to figure out how to suffer through that. I don't know, man. Maybe the only way I can do this game is to credit feed through it. I am just not feeling any kind of confidence with this whatsoever. Yeah. I mean, people have cleared the game, so obviously it's doable, but I'm just not getting a proper rhythm, or I don't know. Maybe I'm allowing myself to get too spooked by things. Yeah, that's a good question. Or maybe I need to watch one of the other runs and see if somebody else has managed to figure that out. That's a pretty good encroachment number. How is it that beating the boss, when I got to the boss with 8% encroachment, I was up to 12 something? I don't understand that. Is it because there were missiles that got by? It's not very clear. Oh, I don't know how I survived that. I did get... Oh, I got an A. I didn't even realize that. I wonder if it was my low encroachment number. Okay. Oh, that is wild. Yeah, see, and it looks like it's going to just always go to this final phase. I second guess myself, and I continue to do it. Man. Every time. Phases. Oh. Jinvo STG, welcome. That phase is longer if you get the boss in the 3rd stage. Yeah, how do you take it out before it gets to that final phase? I've never been able to figure that out. Is it that I'm not doing enough damage? Or, I don't know, because I don't feel like I can do much more damage than what I'm already doing. So I guess if there's a way for me to do more damage, or get past that phase faster, I need to... I need some cluing in on that, because I have not figured out how to make it happen yet. I don't feel like I should have had to do that, but now I'm going to have a harder time with the boss if I don't have a special. Pick that as the stage of the boss first. Do you know which maps that stage is first? I guess I'll have to look that up, because I struggle with all of the bosses when they're on rank 2 or rank 3 versions. And I mean all of them. So I'm not sure what else to do. See, in here, I can't do enough damage to... Oh! What's with the bullet spam? Oh my goodness, that was crazy! I have never seen that before. Very lucky dodges is what those were. Wow. I have no idea how I just pulled that off. Yeah, like I said, I struggle with all of the bosses once you get to stage 2 or 3 variations of them. So I honestly don't know how to deal with most of it. Good thing I had a special there. Man, the fact that this has no... All right, I was looking at 16. That's the one I've been running. But intelligence, I needed... You're saying intelligence is stage 1. My thing is, I can't do emotion as a stage 3. That's way too difficult. Semlok is a complete disaster if I try to do that. Final phase is way shorter in time. Fair enough. And I'm literally, you know, I've got, since I'm playing the M2 port, I've got, you know, as you can probably tell, I've got the lock on the 5 hertz. Assignment. Yeah, this boss is nasty. I struggle with this boss. But if this is my first boss encounter, because its patterns are less dense, it's a little easier for me to do. Hate those missiles, man. It's crap. Really don't like losing a life on the first stage, but this boss is difficult no matter what. Okay. Oh man, thought that missile was going to get me. Got lucky. I was saying earlier that I played this for a competition back in 2014, and I never once CC'd the game with the PlayStation version, but we were allotted 6 credits, and I managed to score the highest, and I at least got to Conhuman. I might have got to Dishuman, but I don't remember. Misjudged that. I misjudged that. There's probably a consistent safe spot or something for that. Wow. Oh, but see this boss third? Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. I just can't figure out how to react to that appropriately. What map was that? Yeah, I know that the orange laser is aimed, but it seems like they are a little unpredictable. Yeah, it can be difficult to read, exactly. On PS, I could join this summer's. Oh, yeah, true. I would definitely recommend playing the other two games in the series. I feel like those are the superior titles, my opinion, but those are the ones I think are the better games. Yeah, I agree. Raystorm feels tighter. It's a good way to put it. So does Rayforce. And the fact that Raystorm is static in the sense of you're not, you're not getting the RNG or the differentiation between different versions of stages with different levels of rank and all of that. Because this almost feels like Taito's answer to Psychio in that way. If that makes sense. Should start with Ikaruga. I would not recommend that. You might hate the genre if you start with that as your first. I've dealt with that before, but it is difficult to read. Nope. 2 deaths right away. They're good starting points to learn. I don't know that they're good starting points to try and feel like you're accomplishing much. But if you go in with low expectations of how far you'll get and just enjoy the ride, they're good games. I bought the Saturn version of RayForce, which released here as Galactic Attack, and I never managed to get all that far, but it was always fun to play. Because the visuals and the soundtrack were great, and the game itself was always cool. Ha! Oh, you sweet summer child. I actually got that thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. All right, that was a solid stage 1. That was a little dangerous. I cannot believe I just did that. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's kind of a very informal competition, basically in a podcast Discord server, which I guess if you're not familiar with the podcast, I podcast about STGs. You know, we play a different game every month and then podcast about it. It's called Shoot the Core Cast. And I'll get you a link here in a sec. Dude. There's the link to the Discord server. And yeah, the podcast, oh, you have it saved on your Spotify. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, join the Discord server, and then you can play along with us on whatever game you like. That way, you know, you can throw in your scores and try to best folks. It's all just friendly competition. But yeah, we're doing all 3 Ray games over the summer. We're calling it our Rays of Summer event. And so we're doing the games in story order, which means RayCrisis as the prequel first, then Ray Force, then Ray Storm. June, July, August. $500. Okay. I need to, yes, Peaches, I know. Hi. All right. Let me get out of here. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate that. Let me switch over and find somebody to raid. Then I can commence with practice for Shmup Slam. Thank you, Jinvo. Are you aware of Shmup Slam? Okay, cool. I'm going to be running KaiCon for the event, doing a 1cc and scoring run. And so that'll be on Sunday. Well, I guess it depends on where in the world you are. For us here, it's Sunday. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, let's see who is on tonight that I can raid. Well, don't see too much. Two different streamers playing Gradius, and then me. Oh, okay. From Chile. Okay, cool. Shovel Knight. um, yeah, New York time. So then it'll be okay. Well, here, then let me grab the schedule for you. The schedule is not 100% set yet because there's probably still some shuffling going on with the some of the players who haven't locked in their times or their commentaries yet. But this is day 1. And then day 2. So check that out. No, my KaiCon run is on Sunday. And so that'll be it'll be Sunday evening. Let's see. No, not 3 in the morning. No, in fact, last year I begged Mark to move my my schedule because because he had me down at something like 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to have enough energy at 11 o'clock at night to get it done. So anyway, all right, let's do, you know what? G to the next level is playing Zaxxon Mother Base 2000 on the 32X. It's kind of a unique game. I tend to think of it as we have Viewpoint at home, but I've heard that there are some who actually quite like this game. So I guess we'll do that. Should have drank a lot. See, I'm not a coffee person. So that would not be a thing for me. Okay, tomorrow I'm starting my stream late because I have a work meeting earlier in the evening. So that'll be a thing. And then I guess we'll see how it goes from there. And then no stream on Thursday, as I said, because I'll be practicing for Slam and then also doing the packing and all that stuff. So anyway, but that's what I got for now. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you for playing, and game on.